Lawmakers and leaders all in on making their case for and against some of President-elect Trump's cabinet nominees. But new polling shows that some crying foul over several of the incoming administration picks may be out of touch with the rest of the country. NewsNation's Brooke Schaefer is in Miami with the details. Brooke, what do Americans think of Trump's transition so far? Because some of them have been extremely popular.
Yeah, Nick, good morning to you. Well, despite all of the negative headlines generated from President Trump's picks, like Tulsi Gabbard, Pete Hegseth, and from Matt Gaetz' short-lived attorney general nomination, the majority of Americans say that they're satisfied with the people being tapped to lead the second Trump administration. These numbers, they're coming from a new CBS News YouGov poll, and it shows that close to 60% of Americans approve of the president-elect's transition so far, despite, as he sort of laid out there, the controversy swirling on Capitol Hill over some of his latest cabinet picks. In fact, 3 of President-elect Trump's most polarizing nominees are actually garnering more positive views than negative ones. 47% of Americans say they think that noted vaccine skeptic Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is a good pick for Health and Human Services, compared to 34% who think he's not such a good choice. 36% say Tulsi Gabbard is a good pick for Director of National Intelligence, compared to just 27% who say she's not. And 33% say Fox News personality Pete Hegseth is a good pick for Secretary of Defense, compared to 28% who say the opposite. The poll, though, it highlights some sharp partisan divides, but right now, fewer than half of Democrats say they are feeling motivated to actively oppose Trump at this stage, signaling potential political fatigue. Nick?
And Brooke, one more question for you. What does the poll tell us about Americans' expectations for Mr. Trump's policies, particularly on the economy and maybe immigration?
Yeah, Nick, Americans say they're feeling optimistic when it comes to the economy. Many Americans, especially Trump supporters, believe that his incoming administration will lower prices and improve financial conditions. Nearly half of the country, according to this poll, says they think President-elect Trump will lower grocery prices. It's a critical issue, of course, for most American households, especially as we approach the holidays this week. And while 57% of Americans are in favor of Trump's promised mass deportation program, Americans are split on who should be enforcing that policy. As Trump builds his team, the public seems to value expertise and independence. But among Republicans specifically, loyalty to Trump remains a top priority for them when they see these cabinet members roll in. And it's a trend that has been shaping Trump's appointments so far. Nick?
Now let's keep the good times rolling then, Brooke. Brooke Schaefer, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.